to Alaskan Homemaker. I'm Mary. Today we are going to make French banana pancakes. It's kind of like a crepe with bananas and a delicious homemade caramel sauce inside. It's so delicious. It's been our favorite for a long time. My children, it's been their favorite since they were toddlers, and I would always ask them all the time, what's your favorite food, as they were growing up and they're adults now, and they would always say French banana pancakes. We would always make it for special occasions like their birthday or Christmas, and we love this recipe. We hope you guys love this recipe as much as we do. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna get my burner on a 4, so like a little bit over, like a medium low kind of. So just under medium. Okay, and then we are going to get 3/4 cup of brown sugar, packed brown sugar, into our dish. I will link the original recipe in the description box below. We're going to need 3/4 cup of butter. This is going to be our caramel sauce. I like to get the sauce ready in the pan before I start making the pancakes. We need 3/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. We need 3/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Freshly ground nutmeg is so good. If you guys haven't tried it, you should try it. So we've got our piece of nutmeg here, and we're just going to grate some right into our bowl. And you need 3/4, oops, I dropped it. We need 3/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Oops, I dropped it again. This one's getting a little small, so it's harder to hold on to. Okay, and that looks good. And you really don't want to skip the nutmeg on this recipe. It really adds a delicious flavor to this caramel sauce. Okay, we're going to get 3/4 cup of heavy whipping cream into our bowl. Okay, and we're all set for our caramel sauce. And we're going to set this aside and work on our pancakes. We will be adding the bananas later. Okay, and for the pancakes, we're going to get 2 cups of flour. Also for us tonight, I'm doubling the pancake recipe and I'm tripling the sauce recipe. We like to have a lot of the caramel sauce. So you can do whatever you feel like doing, but that's what we like to do. Okay, we're gonna get a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm just gonna mix the salt in. We've got 2 cups of milk. And we're going to get a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. We're going to get 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I've got 6 tablespoons of melted butter in my cup, and I let it cool off. I'm just going to stir that up a little. We've got 4 eggs. All right, now we're going to give that a good mix. Okay, and here's our batter. And it does have a little bit of lumps. You know, the butter cools off, but it's fine. I have a little tiny ladle, so I'm going to use this. And I'm going to do a little practice one to see how hot our skillet is. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that practice one. All right, here we go. So I'm going to put 2 little ladles, which is probably about 1/3 of a cup. And then you swirl it around in your pan. I think I'm going to turn it up just a little bit above 4. You start seeing little bubbles, and then you slide your spatula and then flip it over, and it's a little bit golden. You want it to be a little golden. There's like some golden flecks on there, and then I just stack them up on a plate as I'm making them. You want to get your 2 scoops in there pretty quickly, or your 1/3 cup of batter, so that you can swirl your pan around quickly. I'm gonna keep making these pancakes and finish all this batter up, and then I'll bring you back and we'll make the sauce. Our pancakes are all done and stacked up over here, our crepes, and we're gonna go ahead and get our bananas sliced up. I like to cut them into quarters. I do it lengthwise and then in half. And I've got this pan preheating for the sauce. The sauce goes really quick, so you want to have all your bananas chopped and all of your pancakes finished. Okay, so I'm going to cut it in half and then cut it lengthwise. And then I'm just going to set it on a plate so the bananas are ready to drop in. These are so good. You guys really should give these a try. My kids have never changed their favorite food. It's always been these French banana pancakes practically their whole life, since they were toddlers. Okay, I hope I don't have this on too high. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. It's smoking a bit. So I've got it like on a medium low, and I've got my spoon ready, and then we've got our bananas ready, and we're gonna start our sauce now. So we're just gonna pour this in. And just be careful of the steam, it's really hot. This caramel sauce is so good. I think I'm going to turn this down even more. I've got it on a low heat now, about a 2. We're going to let our butter melt, and we're going to go ahead and get our bananas dropped in now. Once the butter melts, it's pretty much done. And then we just want all of those bananas coated in the caramel sauce. This is really a decadent recipe, so we don't make it very often. We have it for birthdays, Christmas, special events. It's definitely worth it though. These are so good. And they're really very easy to make. Pretty fast to make. Okay, and our butter's melted, and our sauce is thickened. Caramel sauce, it looks so good. Now we're ready to serve some up. Before I started, I made some homemade whipping cream, stabilized homemade whipping cream, which I'll link the recipe in the description box below. I usually don't serve it with whipped cream, but I am today just because it'll look nice on the thumbnail. Okay, and then to serve these up, I just get a banana onto the crepe. And then I roll up the banana. And we usually put 3 on a plate. And if a little of the sauce gets in there, it won't hurt it. Okay, and then once we have the pancakes rolled up, I like to spoon the caramel sauce over the pancakes. And then I'm just going to clean the plate up a little bit. Okay, and then to make this look pretty, I'm going to get our Cool Whip out, our stabilized whipping cream. And I've got some star anise on here. And there's our delicious, it fell. Let's see, that Cool Whip on the warm pancakes is, let's see if I can get that back up there. Well, sliding around. There's our delicious French banana pancakes. Doesn't it look so good? You guys, this is so good. It melts in your mouth. Okay, now for the taste test. This is so good. You guys are gonna love it. It's more delicious than any pancakes you'll get at a restaurant. So good, you can make it your own self and it's super easy. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I hope that you all have a great Christmas and a blessed time with your family and friends. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.